Hello, my dear friends. Today I'm talking about Mercury retrograde cycles during 2020. So, what happened when a planet is in retrograde motion, no matter which planet? Can you remember the periods when you feel like in a twilight zone and you don't know why? It's quite possible that a planet is retrograde. So, especially Mercury, because it's about communication, perception, and everything that it's about how we connect with other people and the environment. A retrograde planet is more influent when is closer to the Earth. Let's review the main stages of a retrograde planet's movement. Retrograde station. First of all, it's not the right time to act. You do not start any important and major activity regardless of the domain. Which domain? The domain where the Mercury will start retrograde. Then a retrograde motion. It means that you do not initiate new actions. Just rethink, rectify, repair what has not gone well in the past. It's a good time for replanning and changing strategies. The direct station is like you are heating up for the actions you will start when the planet will move in direct motion. So it's like a brief review of what you want to do in the future. If Moon is in waxing phase, it is even better. Direct motion is the best time to act, especially if the planet is in his domicile or is exalted. And of course, if Moon is in waxing phase, it is even better. As a general rule, Moon and Sun have no retrograde motion ever. Let's see what has happened in 2020. You have the following calendar of retrograde motions of Mercury. There is a cycle of retrograde moving of Mercury in Pisces and Aquarius. So, which is the schedule? Mercury ingress in Pisces on 3rd of February 2020. Then Mercury is retrograde in retrograde station in Pisces, of course, on 16th of February. Then Mercury is retrograde in retrograde motion on 18th February. Then Mercury, it is in retrograde motion in Aquarius on 4th of March. Then Mercury is in direct station in Aquarius on 9th of March. Mercury is in direct motion in Aquarius on 11th of March. Mercury is in direct motion in Pisces on 16 March. And then, finally, Mercury ingress in Aries on 11th of April. So, Mercury finished its retrograde motion cycle. It's a complete cycle. Then, we have a retrograde cycle for Mercury in Cancer. First of all, Mercury ingress in Cancer on 28th of May. Then Mercury it's starting its retrograde station in Cancer on 17th of June. Then Mercury is in retrograde motion in Cancer on 19th June. Mercury is in direct station on Cancer on 11th of July. Then Mercury is in direct motion in Cancer on 13th of July. And finally, Mercury ingress in Leo on 5th of August. So in this moment, Mercury finished its retrograde motion in Cancer. This is the complete cycle of retrograde period. Then it's a retrograde cycle for Mercury in Scorpio and Libra. Mercury ingress in Scorpio on 27th of September. Then Mercury is in retrograde station in Scorpio on 13th of October. Then Mercury's retrograde motion in Scorpio on 15th of October. Then Mercury's retrograde motion in Libra on 28th of October. Then Mercury is in direct station in Libra on 2nd of November. Then Mercury is in direct motion in Libra on 4th of November. Then Mercury is in direct motion in Scorpio on 10th of November. And finally, Mercury ingress in Sagittarius on the 1st of December. So the retrograde cycle is closed. The zodiac signs that should be aware are those that are ruled traditionally by Mercury, Gemini and Virgo. Those that have Mercury in zodiac signs where Mercury will get retrograde. Those where Mercury retrograde is conjunct with personal planets. Also, it's important if Mercury retrograde is passing through angular houses, the 1st, the 4th, the 7th, and the 10th house, because these houses are giving a higher power to the planets to accomplish its purpose. During retrograde cycle of Mercury, communications in any way, energy-consuming devices, but also thinking and logic can be affected. Generally speaking, what you want to convey is not understood or is totally wrong understood, and controversy can arise from here. The important transactions in these periods are good to be postponed, and if you cannot avoid to sign any contract or an important document, it's better to read the document very carefully. If you do not understand something in this document, ask a specialist, a lawyer, a counselor, accountant, and whatever you need. Postpone important decisions and do not launch business or new products during retrograde motion of Mercury. This is about when Mercury is retrograde. It's not about a tragic period, because a lot of people said, wow, it's complicated, it will be a mess. Even that will be a mess. Remember that you have an opportunity, because here in any crisis there is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to rethink, rectify, repair, redoing things that you have been done in the past, but something haven't been done in a proper way. So you have to repeat some work, or you need to replanning and changing strategies. You don't need to get nervous if other people doesn't understand you, because if you are aware that Mercury is retrograde, you will understand that it's a great possibility that other people will not understand you. So I wish you to use in a wise way any retrograde motions of any planets. Okay? Take care of you. Bye bye.